Tommy, kind of contrast the first and 2 days for me, just kind of between yesterday and today.
A disappointing finish today. So that was it's probably the only bit of disappointment I've had over 2 days. So, and that's going to come over, a 4-round golf tournament. I think I drove the ball way better today. I was really good off the tee and just couldn't quite capitalise on that. I think the golf course is really tough. I think it's easy to see, one person score, which is phenomenal, and be a bit frustrated with the odd mistake. Really, I think that just emphasises when you do make a bogey or a couple of bogeys, and it's easy to get frustrated at that. But I played well again. Like I said, I was really happy with how I improved off the tee. Felt like I did a ton of good stuff. I actually hit a bunch of greens. I just went through that scrappy patch at the end where it's gonna that's gonna happen around here. And again, fine margins if I just hold that putt on the last over there. Another good day, nice finish on 18 there to get through that last few holes. So, fine margins. Felt like I played good again, and I'm in 5th place, so it's hard to moan too much about it.
I think 13 fairways. You mentioned played it better. Any tweaks you made, or just kind of variants that day to day?
I focus more on trying to just put the driver in play. When I had it, I sort of went to a shorter finish today. It's like trying to hit more of an iron finish with my driver, which I do sometimes. And I just straightened that out really. I mean, when it's all really flowing, you just let the swing go. But felt like I had to just put a bit more focus on that and try and control that through impact. And aside from that, that was it. I mean, I had one bad 5-wood. I remember the shot where I missed the fairway. I love my 5-wood. I don't really miss fairways with that, so that was a bit of a shocker. But like you say, putting the ball in play all the time is huge around here. I did get pick up the odd mud. I actually feel like yesterday I was in the bunkers all day and it was perfect. It was actually better at times. But I think I putted well. I actually hit on that back 9. Felt like that even the shots that I dropped, 14 and 15, 2 poorish iron shots. I hit great putts. Could have gone in. Great putt on 16, and then I actually. If you asked me to take the putt back on 18, I wouldn't have took it back. It's just that pin there is on a really strong slope. So you knock it in, you don't think anything of it. Miss it, it's a tough putt. So, a lot of good.
Rory mentioned he's got 9 tournaments left the rest of the year, and it made me think about what you have going, given your tendency of schedule and a right year.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't counted them up. What will I have? 1, 2, 7 or 8, hopefully still to go. So, I think the way the schedule has worked the last 2 or 3 years, if you're one of the guys that plays both tours and you play well, it works great, really. It sort of gets broken up. I mean, I've always started the year in the Middle East because, I live there as well, and I've always enjoyed playing there. Then you play the PGA Tour for the majority until that season finishes, and then you can have a crack at DP World Tour from there on in, really. So that's just the way the schedule fits if you're playing both tours, and you end up playing quite a bit of golf. But
when do you take your break, and how do you concern yourself with conserving energy when you get to a hot time of the year with a lot of big stuff?
I think.
Am I making too much of that?
No, I don't think so at all. I think it's important to find some sort of off season. I mean, that's kind of what everybody asks for, right? That's why they ask for the season to change. So
that's European, but
December's always a time. I will try and have December off. And sort of take a rest, and then the season picks up pretty quick. There isn't that much resting going on, and I think you do go through parts of the season where you have a massive run. Really, everybody feels like it's a big break from when you're playing Scottish in the Open, but it's only that you've just gone back to Europe. There's only 2 weeks off between, and that was for us. Other people have played. I think I had 2 weeks off after Travellers before Scotland and 2 weeks off after the Open before this. So it's not a massive break, but you have to select them pockets of time, and you have to sort of time manage when you can. Other than that, we play a lot, and I think that's one of the things that, I personally, I feel better when I'm in a rhythm of playing, but still, you've got to find time to not burn out as well. I don't know if there's a secret to that, but I just try my best. I just pick the times when I'm playing and try and play the best I can.